it's me, JC, back with another ceramic hour live stream. I finished carving. What do we do? Last week we, I think we just kind of got these two like larger plates slab built, but I don't think we did any trimming, maybe? I don't think we trimmed on the stream. And then, or I don't know. I have like no idea. But I finished one of them, and this one is in progress. It just needed to dry more before I could trim more of it. This one has just been shaped. I'll just leave this one out so it can dry a tiny bit. Maybe, I don't know, a decent amount. I'm gonna put it on some little stir sticks. That'll get some like airflow under it and will help. Although this is just canvas, so it will take some of that moisture out as well. Let me get my banding wheel. I love these. I don't know. I just have not made any plates this size. It's kind of supposed to be, I think when they are done, they might shrink, I don't know, maybe like to this big. I was kind of thinking it would be like a snack size plate. So that's what I'm thinking. It's just like, it looks a bit big right now, but it's definitely going to shrink. So I've got my banding wheel here. Let's see, where should I put the camera? A little trimming bucket. Let's see. I'm trying to make the foot relatively round. I don't know. I am having a hard time seeing like how round it is. I think it is fine. Let me check like the thickness. Okay. The walls are like, they're a bit thick. I mean, just a little bit. I think I want to trim a little bit of weight off of here, but I think some people might want to keep a plate's walls maybe a little bit thick, because I think if it's thicker, it might be a little bit more resistant to breaking if if you accidentally, you know, bash it up against something else. I don't know. I'm just kind of assuming probably the thicker it is, the better, but I don't know, I have some pretty thick, they're pretty thick, like stoneware plates. They're just from the store. And I don't know what happens to them. They just, I don't know. They just mysteriously have like chips off the sides. And I'm like, I have no idea, like, why. Except for, actually, I have a handmade, okay, so let me think. So probably, where did I buy those plates? I don't know. I think I might have gotten them in college. Maybe. I guess I'm not entirely sure. So let's say maybe 9 years. That is a long time. But I've had this like handmade plate, and I mean, I'm probably maybe a little bit more careful with it because it's handmade, by one of my favorite artists. But I don't know, it doesn't have anything. I haven't like broken it at all. But that one's only like, I don't know, maybe like 5 to 7 years old. So I guess that's only like half the time. It's half as old as my other ones. I don't know. But I'm just like, why? What the heck happens to all my plates? They're all just like, I don't know. It's just like, they mysteriously get little chips off the side of them. I had a nice long weekend. I'll have to double check my calendar, but I think the stream for this Friday will be canceled because I think I have like a half day on Friday. But I did so many things. Yesterday we went to the pumpkin patch. It has been like so cold here, like particularly like the sun has been behind the clouds, so like it'll say it's, I don't know, 65, but because the sun's not out, it feels like, I don't know, like 58 or something. It's just been like really cold, so I was like, I'm ready. I have my cute little fall outfit on. Little, I don't know, jacket, sweater. I love summer, but I am kind of excited to get my fall and winter clothes back out just to be wearing like different things. And I got my boots out. I haven't worn my boots. I mean, it has been cold, but I haven't worn my boots yet. Just little booties. And got my backpack full of disposable cameras, and I have my, what's that called? I have my Polaroid and all the things. And then we get there and I get out and I'm like, I was like, it's actually warmer than I thought, and the sun was out. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna bring my jacket. And then like when we were leaving, the car said it was 78 degrees. And I was like, no wonder, I've been dying all day. And it's been like so hot because I was wearing a freaking sweater. It was 78 degrees. And I was just like, I was so ready. I was so ready for like all the fall vibes. And it was like so hot out. I was jealous because Jason, it kind of like, it has to be like snowing for him to put his shorts away. So he was wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and I was like, okay, I thought you would be cold, but you really did dress right. Otherwise, it was pretty nice. We took a hayride out to the pumpkin patch on the farm. It's like a whole like thing. I'm not gonna say it's an amusement park, but it's like, it's pretty big like that. I don't know, I feel like these are pretty common maybe because usually like a very similar kind of thing in Nebraska when I lived there. But yeah, they had, I really wish they had more animals. They don't really have that many animals. They had like 2 bunnies. There were kind of a lot of chickens in the like little animal barn. I think it was a llama. I don't know. I can't tell the difference between a llama and alpaca. I think it might have been a llama. There's a peacock. What else? I don't know. There really wasn't like that much. Oh, there are a few like goats. Oh, there were some sheep. A couple of sheep chilling in there. The pumpkin patch was pretty big and really random with like the different pumpkins like speckled around. There were a lot of green ones, just super dark green. I don't know, like I kind of feel like maybe we got there too early. I really don't know much about like pumpkins. But last year we went in September, so I don't know. But I ended up getting a really pretty one. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a certain kind of like a breed of pumpkin, but it's a very like it's lighter orange than like an apricot. It's really light and just has like the faintest color. If they had white pumpkins, I would have been very tempted to get one of those, but they don't have any of those. They didn't either last year. And then they did have a lot of really nice, I don't know, they're kind of grayish. So it's kind of hard to tell like what color, but they're sort of like a gray, teal, maybe a hint of blue is in there. I'm sure you have seen those at the store. But they had some really nice shapes. Like I want a nice color and a nice shape. I don't know. I really like the color of them, but they had some nice shapes. I was like, very tempting. And then, oh gosh, they had like some warty ones. I was like, ew. I didn't like the warty ones. And a lot of the orange ones had like green on them. I don't know what that means. Does that mean it needs to like sit out longer or what? I don't know. I know some farm things, but not really like crop things. I know more about like animals. And then the corn maze was actually bigger than I remember it being the year before. We didn't go in it last year. It's like $10, which was kind of a lot. Like $10 per person. So it's kind of a lot. So we didn't go last year, but I thought it was like pretty fun. I think it was probably too easy. It was like so much easier than I thought it would be. It's kind of like, I don't really know how they like map it out, but it's actually like a design. Like this year it was like a Charlie Brown design. So if you see it from an aerial view, it has like what are they called? Peanuts. I never really watched Charlie Brown. But it has like pictures of them and stuff. Like that's what the maze makes. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting because like the whole time Jason's like he's like, I don't know, I think like a lot of the correct ones are like turning right, but I'm like, it's a design, like, you know, like it just makes like Charlie Brown and his friends, like, it's not, you know, they're not like trying to like trick you with like mind games. Really, it's just, I don't know. And for the most part, it's just making this picture. And I was like, I don't know. And it's kind of weird, but somehow they made it so that it's just like a single path, and it's kind of hard to like not follow that path. Like, it does veer off into like dead ends, and you know, it circles you back around, but it really wasn't like that hard at all. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like more random maps can really trick you in like which way you're going, and if you, I don't know, like like if people were coming from the direction where we were going, it was most likely either like a dead end or somehow we were like going backwards. So it was like a little bit, I don't know, it was just like maybe a little bit too easy. But it was kind of fun. I really wish they had some benches in there. But I guess you can't really get lost in it because, like, I mean, unless your memory is like really bad or you're like a child, like a really young child, like, I don't think you could get lost in there. And they also had, I think it was kind of cool, they had different topics of like trivia cards, and the correct answer to the trivia card told you which way to go throughout the maze, which was kind of interesting. We didn't pick one up because I had no idea what those were, but I also kind of felt like I was cheating. And like made it even easier to do. But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that just kind of adds like some more fun. I think there's like a church group there, and I think they split off into like separate groups, and they're like competing to like see who could, you know, like figure it out first. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like an escape room kind of thing, you know? See who can like figure out the clues first. So that sounded like, I don't know, that seems like a really fun idea. That you could do, like, if you had like some large group of people for some reason. Kind of fun. And then they had, one of my favorite things there is a U-pick flower garden, and there's not like a huge variety of flowers or anything, and they're not like special flowers. They're not flowers that you would see like at the store. I don't know what kind of flowers these are, but they're really cheap. It's like, I had like a huge, like a very large handful of them. They are sitting in my largest vase right now. for like $5. And it's like, you can't beat that. That many flowers for $5? You can't beat that. I mean, you know, they're not roses or, I don't know, whatever. They're not roses, they're not daisies or whatever. Orchids. I love orchids. You know, they're nothing like special, but they're really pretty. I did get some, I don't know what the one is that I really like, but I did recognize some snapdragons, because my mom used to have those in her garden. I don't know, maybe they're just some local flower? I have no idea what the other ones are, but they're cute. So I love the flowers. They have like this huge like sitting area and like a little like lunch thing. Was it like a little restaurant kind of thing where you order from and then you can go sit down. It takes forever, so we did not. We stood in line for like 10 minutes and they called like, I don't know, it was like 10 or 15 minutes. We were standing in line and they called like one name and I told Jason, I was like, oh, don't you remember like last year, like we stood in line for like forever and then like when you stand in line forever, you don't even get your food. Like you have to wait even longer. I think it might have been like 2 hours to get food, like a hamburger and I don't know. Like it is so slow. It was like pretty good. So, you know, at least you're not sitting there forever for just, you know, really bad food. Like the Portland Zoo, you'll be waiting forever for some food, like the actual concession stand, and then like when you get it, it's like really bad. And they charge you like a ton. I'm just like, sorry. We talk about this. We talk about the zoo's pizza all the time because it's literally the worst food that it's like some of the worst food. Like top 10 worst things that I've eaten that were supposed to be food. Like so bad. And they like overcharge you a ton for it. And they make you wait in line forever for it. Like, just so many things make it so bad. We're not sure, but we're pretty sure that all of the pizzas are vegan. And then if you want to add, like, sausage, which is, like, extra, like, you can. We're not sure, but we're pretty sure that's why it tastes so bad. Because vegan cheese is not where it's at. If you've never had vegan cheese, like, it's so bad. So that might be it. Anyway. So ended up getting, I got a caramel apple. They have like these other little like food booths that you can go to, and like each one is individual. So like if you go to the caramel apple booth, that's all you can get. You can only order a caramel apple. So they're all like separated. But generally it's a lot quicker to get some food that way. So we got some caramel apples and hot dogs. I don't know, I was like too full to get the mini donuts, but those are always fun. And I got a corn dog. They had something, I don't know where which booth it was, but somebody had a really nice looking, like, I don't know, some kind of float. I think it's at the cafe that has the extremely long line. What else do we do? They have like a little market there where they sell, like, it's an actual farm, and I don't know, they sell like other things too. I don't really know what, like squash or something, I don't know. So they have like some other like produce that you can buy from them, and we didn't go in there this year, so I'm just trying to remember like what they had last year. I don't know, probably more like caramel apples and stuff. I don't really remember them having any kind of like pie. I wish they had like some kind of like place where you could get some pie. I think they had like refrigerated pies, just like from the store at the market or something. I don't know. I just feel like they need to have like more pies and like, I don't know, just that kind of stuff that just like gets you in like the fall mood. Let's see, I think I want to, I don't know, I think I'm going to trim this down even further because this is pretty big, so I'm going to want to probably glaze it. Let me see. Oh, they also have like a, they have like a little shop there separate from the market. It's just kind of like little home decorations that are like farm themed, or maybe like Halloween or fall themed. Some cute stuff in there. Oh gosh. Oh, they have like some like it's called a cow train. They have like this little like it's like a tractor pulling little like a line of little like, I don't know what they are. I think they're barrels that they cut like seats out of them for like kids. That's kind of cute. They had some cows too. The cows were kind of ugly. And oh, they have like this like some large stacks of like hay bales. I don't know. It's just like kids go over there and like climb on them and stuff. But yeah, I think that's like pretty much it. Got some pumpkin, flowers, ate a bunch of food. All the food is like made like fresh, so that is why it like takes longer than you'd think. Like the corn dog was like, they actually like dip it in the breading and then fry it. Like it's not like some microwaved corn dog or anything. So that's pretty cool. What else did I do this weekend? I was just like, I don't know. Sometimes I just have things that I want to do that I don't get to doing. I don't know, put it off for some reason. But finally, I was like, I am going to dye my sweatshirt because all the color was just kind of seeping out of it. I don't even know like how old this sweatshirt is. probably fairly old, like, I don't know, 6 years or something. And I definitely knew it used to be pink, and now it's just kind of like, from afar, it probably just looks like cream. Or I don't know, like it basically lost like all of its color. So I have one of those, it's like a RIT dye box. I had all the stuff. I don't know. I just put it off because I was like, I'm gonna ruin it. Like, so I don't know. I just went at it, and I certainly didn't read. Well, I did read the box instructions, but it told me to pour in like half the dye, and I was like, nope, that's not happening. And I just like, I don't know, I just sprinkled in some random small amount of dye. It's kind of hard to like know like what color it would be. I mean, I tried testing it with a paper towel, but the paper towel's white and my sweatshirt's not white. It's like extremely light pink, but like, I don't know, not even really pink, like not even with like a white undertone. It's just, I don't know, kind of cream-ish. So I don't know, I was just kind of guessing the whole thing, but I just kind of like dipped it in, and I was like, maybe that's too light, and I like I dumped in like more dye. It's like water soluble, so you have to like make sure it mixes into the water completely, or else you have these like chunks of dry dye floating around. But that really wasn't too hard to do. Although I could see somebody not fully mixing them, and then you get your thing out of it and they're like really saturated like spots on it from where like the dye wasn't mixed in. I could definitely see someone doing that. But yeah, that is actually really easy to do. It says I need some kind of, I don't know what it called it. Some kind of thing to, I don't know, like put on it or something so that it holds the color better. They should like write that on the front of the box. I think it was like, there are instructions inside the box. I think that said that. So I ordered some of that. So I don't know, hopefully it holds its color for a good amount of time. I love how it turned out. It's like perfect. Because I was a little bit worried how the color was going to turn out. Like if it was too light, you can just put it in there for another batch, but if you put it in there with too much dye and then it just like has a ton of color, like the more dye you put in there, like it's not going to be like, I don't know, like it's gonna be sort of like on a saturation scale, it's going to be like richer in color, but not as light. So you have like white, gradient, full saturation of color. So in a way, it's kind of darker because there's not as much white. I don't know if any of that makes sense. But I was like, I don't know, the whole thing, the whole color thing. I was like, not really sure how this is going to turn out, but I actually love it. So I'm like really happy that I tried it out. So that was really fun. I have like a green dye. Like I love a lime green or like a chartreuse. I don't know if I'm going to use that on anything, but I've had it in my mind that I'm gonna do like a half dip or something, or like a gradient dip with like maybe a cream colored canvas kind of material type of thing. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get to that, but I have it over there sitting on my shelf that I probably bought like 2 years ago, and it's ready to be used. So that was fun. And then I painted my nails. I don't paint my nails very often. Let's see. I don't know if you can really see the color. It's kind of like, it's not very opaque, but I had a very light pink base, and then I put this like shiny one on top of it, and it kind of glitters in like a pink, sort of orangey, sort of yellow-ish in the light, but it has kind of like, when it's not in the light, it's sort of bluish. So it kind of reminds me of like an opalescent color. So these are 2 nail polishes that I have. Because what was I doing? I think I saw like an ad on Instagram for like nail polish. I was like, dang, those are nice. And then, and they're very much like really fun, sparkly ones. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of nail polish that I like think of, like people using, are like, I don't know, like flat colors. Maybe they're matte or something, but this kind of reminds me of like glaze, because it's like you have to turn it in different ways to kind of like see it, and then it has like these undertones to the color. It's not just like this solid flat color. So I don't know, it kind of reminds me of that. And I love that about glaze, that it's so, I don't know, it just has all these like dimensions to it. What's that brand that I found? But yeah, I found this brand, and I was looking at their colors. I was like, these are really cool. I literally have 3, maybe 4 nail polishes. Like, I do not buy nail polish, but I bought 2 on the website because I was like, these are really cool. What is it called? Something about like cat eye or something. I don't know. I can't remember. It definitely has something to do with a cat, because it's kind of like, their branding is very like witchy looking. And they're leaning heavily into like Halloween, fall. They have like so many cool colors. Some of their photos were like each different color on their nails. And I was like, dang, like that looks like a nice set, like just to like wear all the different colors like on your hand like that. I mean, I don't think that was really what they're doing. I think they're just trying to show you like kind of like comparisons between them. But I was like, dang, those look nice together. Like, I love color, and I was just like, man, these are so cool. So I'm really excited to see like how they turn out. Obviously it's kind of hard to like really see like what they look like. Cause like a bunch of like pictures and stuff of them, like different like photo shoots and stuff of like the same nail polish. I was like, it kind of looks different in like all of them, and I'm like, what? It's like having a really hard time trying to like see like how they would look. So fingers crossed. But it literally reminds me of glaze, because like some of my glazes, I don't even know how to describe the color, because it has like, I don't know, like, is it optically mixing color? And I just feel like that color is there, but it's not. It has like these undertones of like this and that, but it's like mostly this color. And I don't know, the whole thing, like I totally get it. And that whole kind of issue is happening with this nail polish, but I don't really know if you can go wrong, because a lot of their polishes look really cool. So I was like, I don't know. We'll just see. So really happy about that. What else? Okay, I might go back and forth about this. I don't know. I go back and forth about it all the time. Jason thinks that I should offer some kind of like holiday type of ceramics. So, you know, either like Christmas things, or like, maybe just like generically winter, or generic kind of holiday type things. Yeah, I don't know. He thinks I should really do that, and I'm just like, this is really late to be considering to do the holidays, like holiday themed things, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm so tempted because I think it'd be really fun. It's just that like I don't want to make a bunch of like holiday specific things and then they don't sell, and then they just, you know, they just sit around until next year. And I don't know, I wouldn't say there's not really anything wrong about that. 'Cause it's like, oh, well, if it's like, you know, not super, like trendy, like, yeah, you could like sell it the next year. But I don't know, there's just kind of like something about that where if I just have things sitting around for like long periods of time, it just like I just get it in my mind that it's like a bad item, like if it didn't sell, or like whatever. Even though that like if you look at the selling window for it would only be like, you know, a couple months compared to something that is just evergreen that could sell any time of the year. Like, I don't know. I just still get it in my head that it's like a bad item. And I don't know, like maybe people didn't like the design of it. Like maybe there wasn't enough marketing for it though. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the price isn't like in a good spot for people. I don't know. I mean, obviously I can't make a ton of things before the holidays, but I don't know. I think I might make a few things and see how it goes. I'm loving all the Halloween things right now. It's way too late. It's definitely too late to be to be making any Halloween things right now. And like the holiday things, what you're supposed to do is, you know, if you're like making things by hand, what people say you should do is start making things 6 months ahead. We're not 6 months ahead of the holidays. We're like 2 months. We're like 2 months away from December. See what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, maybe that's why my things don't sell in time for the holidays. If I make things like way too late and then like the marketing just hasn't like gotten them out there. I don't know. But it's so tempting because I'm just like just loving all of the Halloween things everybody's making, and I'm like, I'm so jealous. I had some really cute ideas for some Halloween things, but then I just kind of like went back on my my idea, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this. I don't know if this is like deep enough. You can see how thick it is. Oh, it's pretty thick. It's okay. It's pretty dry. It's a bit dry for trying to like carve out of it. So it's a little bit harder to grab a lava clay. Really only a little bit is like coming out of it. Okay, we have like 10 more minutes. I think I'll just work on this other little plate because it's super cute and tiny. What I did with my other one was I put it on here relatively centered on the banding wheel, and then kind of went inwards with it for like where to trim the sides. So actually this needs to be pushed a little. Okay, so it's not really centered. Just sort of cover that up a little bit. How is that? That's better. Little carving buffer here. Yeah, just like trim this down a little bit. So let's see. So priority is going to be that commission piece that we worked on last week. It's currently drying. I think it's probably about bone dry, although I want to check it out and I don't know, maybe give it a few more days. I think, and I'll bring it to the studio and get some stuff bisque fired. So that is priority. And then I guess I don't want to promise anything, but I think tonight maybe I'll get some templates made and have that all figured out for like what I want to do for some holiday things. I am trying to think of some ideas. I'm kind of leaning towards little trinket dishes. Just like the other ones that I've been making. Like we have little bunny dishes. There's a toaster pastry, pancakes. Just kind of like those, like they're a little fun shape. With underglaze coloring them. I was kind of thinking we could do maybe, I don't know, something like that. But like some holiday items, some ideas. I'm trying to get some ideas together. I know everybody wants mugs, but I don't know about that. I have one mug that is bisqued and ready to be decorated. So, I mean, that could be one of the holiday items. But I only have one, so I don't know. It's really hard to make mugs. And I don't know, just not really mentally ready to be like whipping out a ton or anything for the holidays. There's so much about making mugs that is like kind of hard. And I'm just like, I'm not really there with my wheel throwing skills. I kind of forgot a lot of like how to wheel throw. So that's kind of a problem. Oh wow, this really like fell. The walls just kind of fell down a bit. Just kind of push them back up. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I just kind of feel maybe a bit better about like making like some trinket dishes or something. But I could like decorate some of the stuff that I have bisqued and that are just sitting over here ready to go. I have one mug, one's definitely a cup. The other one is either a cup or a vase. I have a planter, a vase, very small vase. Actually, 2 planters and 2 vases. I don't know why they're on the bottom of this thing. There might be something wrong with it. And then I have like some random little trinkety dishes. They're just like wobbly, round little guys. In all sorts of different little shapes, wobbly shapes and sizes. Oh yeah, ornaments are a thought. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do ornaments. Um, 3D round ones are kind of not really the vibe. That would be, I mean, they would probably be really heavy and probably like fall off the tree. But I have seen people do, like, I'm sure you've seen them, like, they're just like 2D flat, you know, just like a little slab of clay in the shape of, I don't know, whatever, maybe like fun little shapes, or maybe just like a circle. I don't know, those could be kind of fun. I think the thing is, I don't even really know how I want to decorate my tree. And a lot of the things that I make are like things that I want and think are like really cool. But like I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not really sure like how I really want to decorate my tree. And I don't really know like what other people would want out of these things. I mean, I don't know. I saw butter ornaments last year. I guess there are people out there that want random things. I feel like I saw 2 places that had like butter ornaments. And then there's like, I don't know where. Somewhere had like Cheeto and like Dorito bags that were ornaments. And I was like, who is this for? Is this like for a college guy? Like single college guy doesn't know what to put on his Christmas tree. Goes to the store, finds like Cheeto bag ornaments. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of living this life. Like, I really do like weird things. Like, I have a butter necklace. It's like, you know, just like a stick of butter. And I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. It's even funnier when I'm walking around at like a market or something, like a handmade market, and someone's like, is your necklace a stick of butter? Like, it's so funny. I'm like, yes. Yes, it is. Like, it's really funny. But I don't know. I think I'm a little bit maybe too traditional about, I don't know, like about my Christmas tree. I feel like I do lean pretty traditional with like decorations for the holidays. So I don't know. I'm not quite living that life. I don't know. So I'm not really sure what people would want. And I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about like making things for other holidays. I'm not really sure about that because I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea like I don't know, any of this. like, I don't know, you know, like Hanukkah things, and I mean, there are tons of holidays that are happening. Kwanzaa, I think Diwali is like around that time. Jeez, I really have no idea. I don't know, like, I kind of like the idea of like offering things that other people don't offer, you know, like when you go to the store, everything is Christmas, and then they have like this tiny section for like Hanukkah, and I kind of feel bad for those people, but I'm like, I don't want to be like overstepping, because I'm like, I have no idea like what is happening, like like in this holiday, like I have no idea. So I'm like, I don't know, that maybe it's kind of like I don't know, I kind of feel like it's overstepping, and I don't know, I kind of just want to, I don't know, maybe just do things that I know about. I don't know. I certainly don't have the kind of time to be like doing a ton of research. I'm just like, I just feel like I'm always in a rush to do like everything. I'm like, I just feel like I don't have enough time to do anything, really. That's I think that's it. Well, I'm going to pack up our stuff here. And oh, I should definitely put some water on this plate so it doesn't dry out. I might not. If I actually do what I say I'm going to do and figure out what kind of holiday things I want to do and make little templates tonight, I'm probably not going to get to trimming this. So yeah, it's so dry. Okay. Maybe just a bit more water here. It's so dry. It's just soaking that water right up. Okay. All right. So that is our stream for today. For everybody watching on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I come on for videos. All the videos are uploaded to YouTube at calieandco. There you can find a whole live stream playlist. And we have like, there's like over 220. I don't know how many, but there's more than that to watch of the live stream if you want to check it out. Be sure to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up, and maybe leave a comment. And maybe also, if you guys want to check out my Instagram, you can actually see like what the pieces look like. I know a lot of the live stream is like in progress, unfinished stuff, so that'd be awesome if you want to check that out at calieandco. There'll be links in the description. And yeah, well, that is it, and I will see you guys later tomorrow. All right, have a great day. Bye.